5 years ago, the city of Ashen was voted one of the most culturally diverse cities in the world. Ashen was a vibrant, great place to live, but this is now. Social problems have overrun the modern world, and also the city of Ashen. Exactly 5 years ago makes the day all hell broke loose. Day 1. We all knew too well that we were slowly being killed by the multinationals before Day 1. But knowing is different than realizing or acting. On Day 1, the 95% decided to push back. The small group that started the call to arms for freedom grew exponentially to millions of backers in just one day. The world as we knew it suddenly came to an end. Unable to take back control, the authorities constructed a high wall topped by razor wire around each district, forcing the inhabitants within to survive on their own behind a containment wall. Police checkpoints stopped anybody going in or out. Within months, the districts were overrun by biker gangs terrorizing defenseless citizens. Now, these gangs do whatever they want. They take your money, your TV, and your girlfriends. They are bad to the bone. Few dare to resist, especially here in Subtroit, where it's the worst. The government abandoned us. There's only one language Subtroit speaks now, and that's brutal violence.
Welcome to the Raventape Drive, and I'm your host, Mr. Raventape. And today's game is a one-off Thursdays Road Rage. Remember when Raid Redemption condensed their story into a single paragraph? Yeah, they were good days, weren't they? So the reason I'm playing this is to have a perspective of why Road Redemption was a much better game out of the two of these games. Now, they both take influences from Road Rash. I've talked about Road Rash and Road Redemption. Yep, gotta turn that off. Thank you. I'm mostly going to check controls because the minute I hit start, it threw me straight in the game. Accelerate, brake, reverse. Yep, it looks all good here. Basic controls. Alright, let's see how it goes. Alright, first corner coming up. Ooh, God. Even I know when a motorcycle takes a corner, there is no smoke coming off its tires. They feel heavy and very unresponsive, but this is just the first bite. They're not supposed to have good handling. Alright, there's the CPUs. Take down 2. First mission down, I guess. Okay.
Special deliveries to North 5 and North 2. 7 runs are due and the clock is ticking. Sonia, they're all yours. You got 7 minutes.
7 minutes for 7 runs? Are you kidding? I'm still recovering from the beating last week, and in this condition, I'm never, ever going to make that. Come on, give me a break.
The clock is ticking. You want to keep your job or what? I've got 10 others waiting in line to replace you tomorrow. Hungry to do twice the runs you do, slacker. Give me those runs, Sonia. I'll do them for you. I'll even do them in 4 minutes easily. Those idiots from North 5 are way too slow to steal my deliveries.
So what it doesn't tell you right there is that you've got to actually press X to exit out of, I assume, what is known as a cutscene. Yeah, this game's not going to be great. I can tell already by... Like, granted, getting the handle of a bike is not great, He doesn't even lean when he turns. He looks like he just turns on an axis. That's great programming right there. Now, I don't want to be down on the developers, but I kind of hope they went on to make something better. Because I know it takes a lot of work to put some work into something. It's just, when you're playing a game and it deserves to be on the App Store of whatever phone you use instead of a release on console, it makes you think. Now, don't get me wrong, it looks good for what they have done. It's on the Unreal 4 engine, so everything looks good. To a degree, depends on the developer. It's just, you know what I mean? It's not pretty. There's nothing pretty about this. Break is somewhat responsive. That's another one down. I wonder if they've got the just one splash screen for each loading.
Here you go, boss. $21K for the 7 deliveries. All customers paid without making any trouble. Ah, good, good. They know they won't get their goods from you if they don't pay. You're too fast for that. For a bike messenger, you're a good guy. Now here's your share. $210, minus my own fee. That makes it $105. I'll wire it right now. Thanks. Still hurts to see all that money go to those thugs for protection, though. Don't think too much about that, son. That's just Subtroid. And you know that'll never change.
Wait, I've got someone else on the line. Yeah? Who's this? What the fuck do you mean the quality wasn't what you expected? What do you think we are, fucking magicians? We just deliver your shit and that's all. We aren't even supposed to know what's inside those packages. What did you just call me? You didn't just call me that. Listen to me, creep. If you talk to me like... What? You hung up on me.
Yeah, that was real customer service, Sonia. What do you think they'll do now?
They're all outside.
Stay inside. I'll handle this.
Voice acting top tier. But what annoyed me there was that they censored the word fuck right in the writings of the so-called text messages, and yet still had her say the words. Okay. I should be more enthusiastic about it, trying to find some sort of upside to this. I really am. I shouldn't be so down on it. Like, isn't this great? Isn't this wonderful? But that's sort of like spit shining a piece of shit. You can make it as shiny as you want. It's still a piece of shit. And the sad point is, I know that these are easy missions they're trying to get you. I assume heavily here, that they're trying to introduce you to the race types of what's going to happen in this game. Alright, now, you want, I guess, to make it easy, get the player into it, run it, do the new normal tutorial thing. But when you're in a racing game, even though you want it to be easy for the player, so they get they get comfortable and stuff like that, like I said, you want to at least have some sort of challenge. You know what I mean? You want, yeah, like I said, you want some sort of challenge to be pushing you. Now, when I was a smaller kid, this would be the best situation. I'd be over the moon. But as you get older, you want a bit of a challenge, and I don't know what just hit me there to make me fly up in the sky. And it's kind of sad. Like, you're supposed to be doing a race where the last person gets eliminated in this race. No one's actually really put up a challenge. You're not really, like, it's like driving Miss Daisy right now. You're not fighting for the first spot, so that way you come out on top. Oh gee, thanks. What? What? Why did I just drop out of the sky like I had just been playing Mario Kart? You know when you go off the track and that character fishes you up? What? And why did they restart? I don't even know. There I am again in the sky. Why can't it just be, like, reappear straight back on the road? I think Road Redemption did have a drop where if you fell off your bike you did drop, but that was only if you restarted the, or not restarted the race, because you couldn't restart races, but they did have an option there that put you back on the track if you fell off too many times. So I think you did drop there. And now let's break it down a little bit. That last person had what I assume would be a sports bike compared to a dirt bike.
Yo, Sonya, you know they hired you just for your looks, right? Everyone knows you can't handle bikes as well as you do men.
So your monkey brain learned how to formulate words. That must be very shocking to most. Now shut the fuck up, please, so we can get back to work here.
Yeah, work. You're all a bunch of losers. And losers don't deserve the bikes you're riding. I think my man would love to have some new rides. And by rides, I mean both bikes and girls, of course.
So you say we've got no skills? Put your skills where your mouth is, Mr. Tough Guy. Let's battle. If my skills are better than yours, you'll apologize to her and harass someone else today. And if your skills turn out to be better than mine, your crew will see that you're more than just Mr. Braggomatic. Do we have a deal?
I assume we have a deal. And the writing is starting to look like they had brought in a team of teenagers. I liked it in Road Redemption when, as the game went along, right, you learn about the story and the people that you're about to face, be a gang or something like that. It was usually dropped within the first race when you're facing a new clan or gang. I think they just jumped out of the way, really. And you sort of learnt about things along the way, but you never stopped racing. I know you can't copy and paste a game, though people have tried in the past. And you have to stand out from it, but telling your story through text messages is good if the person is out and about and they can't get to a certain area. A cutscene would be lovely. Now, I don't know what the budget is for this game. And I can understand if they didn't have a budget for cutscenes, that'd be fine. Or even have like animation, or not animated stills, like drawings, and then just like do a full comic book strip sort of thing. You know? And like I was going to say about the motorcycles was that I think to a degree that a sports bike would outdo a dirt bike. But that'd be my assumption anyway. Alright, thanks mate. I think we're gonna lose this one and see what the repercussions are for it. You know, the ragdoll physics in this game remind me so much of Flat Out. Unfortunately, Flat Out, well, the difference between this and Flat Out are Flat Out's actually a good game. So you just restart and go again. Awesome. Looks like I got hot, like, thanks. And like I said, I should be more uppity about this. But when you play a game that handles like this, like the only thing that's actually going well for this game right now is its visuals. They're very dated now when you look at them. And they're probably not the prettiest or the most feast for the eyes, but they look good. It just happens to be everything else that is the problem. Now, don't get me wrong, there are games out there with bad handling of vehicles or other things, like might be certain mechanics that don't work or whatever, but sometimes you try and find the good in it, and that's what I'm trying to look for right now.
Nicely done. You got even more fans as of today. I don't like your sarcasm, Big Norm. What else should I have done? Should I have just let them take what they wanted while I looked the other way? Yeah, you're right. But that doesn't change the fact that now there's a price on your head. All the Subtroid lowlifes will be after you now. Won't be easy from here. Not if I take them out first.
Like I said, I'm trying to find the good. Have some sort of upside to all this. And I guess I'm just latching onto the visuals. Like, I really wish I could hand you the controller so you could play this and understand where I'm coming from on this. Once again, I think a bike going that fast around a corner that was that wide, I don't think there would be smoke. I'm just going to go through somebody's backyard. I don't think they would mind. Hard. Finally something hard. Let's see if this puts up a fight, so to speak. Okay. Got to get 2 of them. And with about 2 minutes 30. Alright. Right, here's our first target. Rightio. Here we go. We got close. Finally some road rash. I understand back in the day with road rash. I want to make that clear, road rash. When you hit an opponent, they would fall off the bike after 1 hit. And you couldn't have these long drawn out battles. We're in a different era now. And for the hang on.
We gotta talk.
Sure, what's up?
You deserve better, you know? You've got a spark in you that can change the world. The ones rotting away here in Detroit, they all sense that. They all want to kill that spark because it makes them realize that it's not Detroit that made them the bad people they know they have become. They can't blame anyone other than themselves.
Why so serious today? It's not like these guys are gonna ever change. And I can deal with it anyways, you know. I'll manage.
If you stay here, you'll die. That's why I used my savings to pay for the entry fee for a chance to win an invite for the rich Chitterley district. Race against RX here, 5 laps, and when you win, that Chitterley invite is yours.
I don't give a shit about Chitterley. Euro trash art style called culture. They all walk around in their fancy handmade suits with more arm candy than I have cockroaches at my place. Subtroid is my home, and no way I'm leaving you behind here.
Now listen up, fuckface. I didn't throw away my savings for nothing, did I? You win that race, and you'll make $1 million in Chitterley in no time. Just don't forget who got you there. All I ask from you in return for having spent all my savings on you is a little gratitude, and that you promise you will never forget me.
Aren't you motivated? Don't you want to save the world? You are the spark, but it will change it all. Let's hope that the next area is something. Up and away. Now, it did have on the main menu multiplayer. From what I understand, the way this game was received, I doubt there's much multiplayer. Actually, I should do a one-off, see if I can find anything. This kind of reminds me of, there was another PS2 game that was very much like this. Well, not this, but it was definitely influenced by Road Rash. I'll see if I can hunt it down. And if I can find it, I might do a one-off Thursday for it. It just happens to be the guy on the front cover. I can remember it well. It has a dirt bike and a baseball bat and a guy in a helmet. The way he was acting right now, he looks very much the part. And once again, it's not much of a challenge. I think this is what this game is lacking, is challenge. And that's probably where you would find it, with the multiplayer. Done in 1:30. Oh, I'm sorry, a little less than 1:30. So,
Considering where you come from, I bet you never saw anything as magnificent as this. This is my little Italy. And it's the very best this city has to offer you. What do you think about this, huh?
I can't believe all this beauty was so close to our own home. Those damned walls and corrupt district police are killing Subtroid.
Ha! They are killing all of Ashen, not just Subtroid. We are just doing better than you, that's all.
Okay, here goes, Martas. The boss only needs one rider, but we got a number of contenders who are willing to do anything for the job. We are only interested in the best, so you either win or die in this eliminator. Any questions?
no. No questions whatsoever. See, now, I did catch in the thing where you could change your bikes and weapons. This is great. This map tells you, it shows you everywhere we're probably going to go, but, well, not today anyway, but, it doesn't have like a key. Now on maps it comes with keys, it tells you what little icons and stuff like that are. That's if you didn't know what a key was, but this does not have a key. This does not tell me. I'm assuming like this has a bike here, a race. Okay. And I'm guessing the one with the helmet is a race too. So really it's alright. I guess it's it. We'll have a look at this race and see what's up with it. Now, I'm sure you've noticed, but in the upper right hand corner is a star system. There are police in this game. Yes, you heard right, there are police. Now, I'm assuming that's borrowed from a very popular game. I also think that very popular game wasn't the first to do it either. I think. I might be wrong on that one. But it's interesting to see what would light it up. Okay, so I do need the bike. And $500. Well, I've got the 500. Where do I get the bike from? Like I said, I think it's in the pause menu. No, it's not on the map. Yeah, clubhouse. There we go. Where is it? Wait, hang on a second. You have to buy it? Oh wow, the delay in saying yes is huge. Well, not huge, but a good couple of seconds. It's enough to make you think if the game has been frozen or not. Now, I know I unlocked a hockey stick, so as a hockey fan, it only seems right to be using a hockey stick. I noticed there was a chainsaw in that line up there. That'd be probably way later in the game. Drivers. Okay, so you can be different people. Customize your bike. We'll go back as the original guy. Yeah. And colors. Let's upgrade the bike. Okay, a 3 upgrade system. I'm sure every time you hit yes and wait 2 seconds, it goes up in price. Yeah, that's not too bad. I swear that pause is long enough to make you think the game is soft locked. Now, I would have the music on, but I don't know about certain things when it comes to this game. I'd have it on, but I don't even think the music would save us in this one. So it's classed as a super street bike. Okay, it doesn't handle too bad. Yeah, it doesn't handle too bad. We'll see what it's like when it starts picking up speed though. I like how on the hockey stick it's a Skull Crusher 2.0. Ooh. I'm just gonna start swinging. Don't know why you have to drop out of the sky for. And it's, if you were wondering what that little fart noise was, that is the nitrous. Oh, just glitched through the floor. Great. That's awesome. When I get a chance, I'll set it off and let you listen to it. Well, at least I didn't fall off this time. I'm just amazed at this. It's like a tech demo. Like, it has the potential to be something. It has the potential to be something really good. I can sort of see the potential in this being like a proper story-driven road rash. Right, guy trying to raise up from the area he lived into to better places with his partner and all that. You could really flesh the story out. You can have some generic characters in there too. Thanks for dropping me nowhere near on the track. But you could have some more written characters, people you'd care about, and then right, and that takes time to make those sort of games. But then you look at the indie circuit, and there are people who do it by themselves or in a team of two. And like I said, yeah. And you show this as a proof of concept to potential investors or your higher ups. They're probably willing to overlook bugs and stuff like that to see potential in the game. And then you look at this and you go, this was released. Now, like I said, there have been games in the past that are more broken than this. And okay, we're like living in the world of 70s and 80s films now too. If you hit something too hard, you explode. You might as well go off a cliff. I hope that the development team for this game has gone on to do something better. I say that with a little hesitation because I know there are video game companies out there who specialize in shite. Yeah, like I said, there could be huge potential in this if you could really put the time into it. First and foremost, better handling of the vehicles. If your game revolves around vehicles, the handling of your vehicle should be excellent. Now, they don't have to handle all the same, that's fair enough. But you want some sort of, like, you want to know that your brakes are working. You want to know when you take a bend at a high speed that you aren't just going to fly off. See, as you play this, you realize how good Road Redemption is. Like, that game did have some tight corners, but it's more forgiving on those tight corners because bikes are not technically made to make tight corners. They can take hairpin turns, but usually if you lean on the bike very deeply. This, yeah, you know what I'm driving at. Pun, pun, pun. And we're done with another mission.
Welcome to the family. You've made it. Now, first enjoy some of our famous spaghetti to get some meat on those skinny bones. And while you're eating, Natalia here will tell you all about your first official assignment.
Go to Donny. He'll give you 6 boomers, but no detonators.
Boomers?
Detonators are full
Old
of
people.
Wi-Fi blockers, rendering
no, she
any
means-
remote
I
detonator
know what she means.
useless. We'll be using old-fashioned time bombs for this.
Sounds like a real blast from the past.
Yeah, as if I haven't heard the one before. You won't laugh so hard if the cops start to hunt you down after the first bomb explodes. We really need to hit all 6 targets, and we can't risk the bombs being detected. So, all timers are set to 20 seconds. Good luck getting rid of the cops. I really hope you're as good as they say you are. Come back in one piece.
Cops? Fucking Subtroy cops stick with their wall checkpoints, no matter what happens. Are you telling me it's different here in Chitaly?
Yeah, she just did. Alright. Let's go to the next spot. It's actually left me speechless, this game. Yeah, when you go in a straight line, it feels pretty good for this game. Firecrackers. Nice. It looks like they've only got one splash screen for their loading screens. That's great, I guess. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the throttle for a motorcycle on your right hand side? I just thought I'd point that out. No, that's splitting hairs. I think to a degree it's the same in Road Redemption 2, but yeah, it's me splitting hairs, but and getting knocked down. It just got picked up like I was in Mario Kart. Awesome. Let's keep on going. All I can think is like, this is a time trial race, right? If I had crashed, say, Need for Speed or Burnout, it would put pressure on me to then try to make up ground. Now, I don't know how this one will go out, but I got a feeling I'm going to make it. That's just my guess. There will be a point when I just give up. And I'm just going to go with the the flow of this game. I think that's the best way to tackle this, is just sit back and know that you didn't work on it. Now, I have to admit, I'm thankful that when I did buy this, it was on a huge, steep sales point, or so much percentage off it. There was enough that to know that when I buy it, I wouldn't regret it. Ready for another cutscene?
You did an impressive job with that assassination. You interested in going a little further? More challenging work, paying twice as much?
Twice as much? Just as easy?
The Chinese call their motor gang leaders emperors. We think you can get closer to the emperors than our men have been able to because you're new to the hood. They won't recognize you as a threat. Before they realize how dangerous you are, you will have finished the job and earn a good amount of money.
You in?
You say emperors. How many guards we talking about?
Dozens, all alarmed to the teeth and real pros. I doubt if you can take out even one. They're that good. But you will be in and out before they know what it am, right?
I guess. I've gotten to the point where I'm not really paying attention to the story. Well, that's convenient. Our first target's in front of us. We only need 2. Looks like there's 3 on the map. That's 1. 1 down. 1 to go. Now, if I remember correctly, this is supposed to be hard. Is it hard? Like, I have to wonder, is the level rating system in this like when you play Duke Nukem or Doom? You got 6 different levels.
Come on, guys, open the gate. Estacado, Natalia, they're looking for me everywhere. I need to lay low.
No, you gotta clean up your own mess. You really expect us to fight all the Chinese, all the cops, and start a full-blown district-wide war just to save your ass?
If you don't want to help me out, so be it. Just know, I'll remember that. Now give me the money you owe me for this mission, and I'll find my own place to lay low.
I'm a man of my word. You will be paid in full, as soon as there are no traces leading from you to me. Get rid of the ones chasing you, and we'll be back in business. No hard feelings.
Really? You blame me for all this?
Betrayal. What the fuck? And he just drives on like nothing happened. Thumbs up. Now, in that little snippet there of text messages, were you really surprised that they were going to betray you? Hands up. If you don't have your hand up, were you paying attention to the story to begin with? Don't you get it? This is a riveting story. Escape from the police. Alright, let's see how they react. There has to be something good here. I know this whole video probably feels like I'm shitting on them, but if you find this game on PC, Xbox or PlayStation, and it's very cheap, I dare you to buy it and play it yourself. Okay, so we got a cooldown timer. Well, at least it gives you an idea of what it's like. It's better than saying a circle that follows you on a mini-map and you have to just get out of that circle and stay out. We're back home again. I wonder if that was supposed to be a tire, a strip. What do they call it? The thing that punches holes in tires at high speed. I'm not having any good luck here. They seem to be really all over me. Oh, so that's how it ends. Whoops, pressed the wrong button there. I meant to restart it. Just press continue.
Come on, guys, open the
So I'll just
gate.
skip through this. So it's good to know that there is no animation of them, you know, pulling you off the bike or something like that and saying you're under arrest. They just run you down with a Humvee. Well, actually it's an SUV, but either way, I died in a fiery crash. Think about that. I'm trying to get back to this market because there's no waypoints. Well, I mean if you're taking part in a race. Kind of. I guess if you played this game long enough you would know the city like the back of your hand, but would you want to play it that long? I know some people out there, and I guess this extends to me too, can extend to a point where you can be a bit of masochistic when it comes to games. You can play bad games, you know they're bad. Everybody tells you they're bad, but you keep playing, even though it hurts. but then you get games where you just wanna walk away from. This is one of those times. But we're not walking away just yet. We still have a few minutes to see what else this game has to offer.
Hey man, what does it take to get a sector pass for downtown? Thugs don't get to enter downtown. Turn around and drive away, dirtbag. I ain't no dirtbag. And you haven't answered my question. How much? More than you can pay. But I just realized who you are. You're the guy that single-handedly took out all the emperors and got away with it. Yeah, that was me. Bring it on, cop. Hey, don't get me wrong here. I think you're a hero. Those emperors were born evil. They forced my 3 sisters to work in their brothels. Prove to me that you're really the super fast rider who took them out and got away with it by completing my time trial challenge, and I'll personally hand you your free sector pass.
So we're just going to skip over what they did to your sisters? I know it's supposed to sound... Well, it's not supposed to sound, but it's terrible. But you kind of just want to shrug your shoulders and move on. Like, visually, like I said multiple times already in this video, visually it looks good. And if you did a bit of rewriting here and there, what I've heard of it so far, of the wonderful dialogue, and then put it like comic strip drawings into it as your cutscenes, people would be probably willing to overlook these sort of controls or feeling of the bikes and their weaponry and stuff like that, and make a willing choice to see it out. Even though I fell through the floor on a race. Alright, let's see what his time trial's like. I like how the bike can turn on a axis at times. If you don't push it too hard, it can just slide into its corners, like the dirt bike was doing earlier. By this point, if you can't tell by the way I'm playing, I've given up. Like I said, I'm just going to go with the flow. It may not be good. I've also noticed when you go through the checkpoints, it doesn't add time, so you really are on the clock, so to speak. But the last few time trials I took place in, you could probably crash multiple times and not really worry about I just tapped the car and I went flying across the road. Oh my god. This game is hurting my head. I can't even. Whatever. Just roll with it. See what I mean? It's... And you still make it. I guess we got our pass.
I heard you're leaving Italy for good.
I don't want to end up Chinese cat food, or as a spaghetti meat sauce special, if you know what I mean. I'm not welcome here any longer. Time for me to move on.
Not everyone wants you to leave. I want you to stay.
Sorry to disappoint you. My girl's in Subtroit. Nobody can compete with her. But know that I really like you. You're cool. I won't forget you anytime soon. But for now, I got a blaze.
So that's it? You know, I never got to race you. How about a race for old time's sake? If you refuse, I'll call a staccato and he'll return your legs into the best salami sausages in town. How about that?
Well then, how can I refuse such a kind request? Let's race.
I got a feeling something might have been cut out of there. We've neither been a good rider for their family, or for some reason she's instantly got, and she's grown attracted to us, or something. Because that just seemed like out of the blue. It's amazing, I'm questioning the writing in this game. No. You didn't even drop me back on the actual race track. I'm gonna restart here. Right, let's go again. Let's try not to crash on our first turn, yeah? Here we go again. Well, it's good to know we've got a bit of a race on now, like a bit of a challenge. That's cool, I like that. It's adding something. Just how long do we have to go through? I'm just checking the time on the recording. We had to go through that. 53 minutes to finally get a challenge. Hands up of how many of you would have played this and dropped out within the first 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know what that's gonna do. I think she's way ahead of me now. Like I said, at least it's giving a challenge. Now I've got something to catch up to and try and outrun and win against. Or somebody. Sorry, I should say. It's got the stakes high. I'm neither going to be... My legs are neither going to become the best slump. She just... What? Why is she... What? Huh? I went through the marker. Let's go again. Like I said, it was neither I lose this and my legs become the best salami sausage in town, or I win and go downtown. Right, we're not jumping, we're going to keep moving. 2 wheels on the ground at all times. We'll try to anyway. I like the idea that this had some sort of challenge to it. It's nice. God damn it. Missed that turn again. Sorry, ma'am. Even though she... See what I mean by it sounds like a fart? A wet fart. Man, somebody's proud of that out there. Whoa. And she just crashed herself. Yeah, I'm gonna probably use the nitrous on these straightaways. Let's see if I can get that corner that's coming up. At least it dropped me right in front of the marker this time and not somewhere else entirely. There was so much potential in this. And it was wasted away by half-arsedness. Well, that's the race.
Hey, stranger. Nice to hear your voice again. How are things in Chitaly? Is it as good as they say it is?
Sorry to tell you the bad news. Chitaly is a shit pie with a gold wrapper. Nothing more. It's actually worse than Subtroit there. Where we've got some gang clashes, they have a full-on war going on. With the amount of killing right now, there won't be any Chinese nor Italian in Ashen soon. I managed to get out, and just arrived in downtown now.
How well did downtown recover from the Great Riots? I remember they endured more violence than any other district of Ashen.
At first sight, as crazy as it may sound, it almost seems like they never even heard of the Great Riots. It looks all suspiciously peaceful here.
If it looks too good to be true, it usually is. But I can't imagine it worse than Subtroit. I wish you could come over here right now and get me out of this shithole.
Same here, but first let me do some races in downtown and see what kind of people live here.
Let's go check out downtown. See what it's like down there. And you can make your decisions. Okay. I need a chopper bike now, or a cruiser bike. There it is. It looks nice. Oh, they class it as a chopper. Right. Why did you drop me on the other side of town? It's not too bad in handling. It's a little faster now. See, now, this is not too bad. It's not a huge step up, though. Yep, I require the mission requirements. In other words, I will be using this bike for the rest of downtown. Okay, so this is a medium, not an easy, so this should hold some sort of challenge. He just tapped my bike and I exploded. We really are living in a 70s, 80s dream. Yeah, let's try and catch up to them. This is the part where I don't know if you saw it or not, but it does say in some of those splash screens for in the loading screens that you can go back and do old missions to gain money. Considering that this bike was about 12,000, I got a bad feeling that this is also something a mechanic this game will rely heavily on you to do, and that's ride different missions to ride with different missions that you've already done just to earn a little bit more money for upgrades. Because there's nothing stale about treading over new ground. Now, if you're a time trial freak who wants to get the best times constantly, that's revenge from earlier. And karma's a bitch. As you can see, I've given up. Cheers, mate. At least I didn't fall off this time. That's an upside, I guess. I'm probably not going to win this race, but that's alright. At least if we can get it finished, everything will be alright. Alright, I'm done. And with that, we've come to an ending of another One Off Thursday. I hope you are as confused as I am. And until next time, good night.